Anyway, so let's talk about some ramifications from the government shutdown.
Some butt ramifications.
U.S. federal contractors fight for back pay after shutdown. Washington, Reuters. With the U.S. government shutdown over, tentatively,
for now,
for a few weeks. I don't consider the situation over until the government has been refunded for longer than 3 weeks.
Well, get over that fucking one.
Anyway, Leela Johnson returns to work on Friday cleaning bathrooms as an employee of a federal contractor. But unlike those who work directly for the government, she is not getting any of the pay she lost during the months-long hiatus. Johnson, 71, and other union members joined congressional lawmakers on Tuesday in pushing for legislation that would provide back pay to the low-wage government contract workers who went unpaid during the 35-day shutdown.
They totally should.
I'm a little furious. Why can't we be paid? We work hard, too. As if that matters in America.
Yeah. When did hard work ever matter?
Yeah, sorry. That's like the fucking worst possible thing to say in America. I'm going to work hard. You're a sap then. Yeah. You ain't getting shit. Fuck these. Look, these people should definitely get fucking paid. Like the 800,000 government employees, with the exception of the TSA, maybe pay the rest of them.
71-year-old.
Dude, when I was at the airport, someone's like, finally getting paid again. The guy's like, yeah. And I was like, kind of thinking to myself, like, I don't give a shit if this guy gets paid or not. The TSA is worthless. It's literally worthless, dude.
I don't know. I don't hate the poor fucking saps that got that job, though. It's just like anything
else. I don't hate them, but I hate what they fucking represent and what ultimately the TSA is, which is ineffectual fucking.
Well, I hate what you represent.
Well, go ahead.
Defund Scotty.
Defund
Scotty.
I already hashtag boycotted you on Twitter. You see that?
I don't know why you're boycotting me.
You said something offensive on Twitter.
I'm sorry.
You said people on Twitter are too easily offended, and I got offended. So now
You're boycotting.
I was doing hashtag boycott Scotty, but now I'm thinking I might do hashtag boy Scott Cotty, just because it's fucking your name actually sounds so much like it. Or boycotty the Scotty. You can do that too.
That one's good.
I like that one, dude.
Or
boycotty.
Just boycotty.
Yeah, boycotty. There you go.
Boycotty, dude.
Boycotty.
I like boycotty.
Yeah, there's so many different things you could do with it.
That sounds kind of cool.
So you're fun.
Too.
You're fun to boycott.
Like Bugatti.
But we got to defund you too.
Dude, what's funny too?
We need to deplatform, defund, and boycott Scotty and his shit.
I think it was CNN or it was one of these fucking rags that ran a story that was like about how someone got a gun onto a plane. I'm like, dude, even when the TSA is working normally, you still hear stories like that. That's not a big story. Like I know you guys trying to push that because of the government partial shutdown, but the TSA is so ineffectual that it doesn't matter. Like they could be at fucking full capacity.
I don't even think every flight I've ever taken, I've always carried like 3 or 4 guns with me.
At
on
least.
The plane,
I just hope I hope some salty TSA member never releases the nudes they've got for me from them naked body scanners.
Yeah, it's
like where's the penis at? It should be here.
Yeah, dude.
We need to develop a technology that looks beyond his folds.
Deep within the recesses of his being, you can see the penis.
Yes, there it is.
Deep within.
Sad and lonely, hiding from the sunlight.
Like a
They said that was a major issue that affected Trump's judgment during the shutdown, too, though, was that, like, people...
The air traffic control thing.
Yeah,
right?
it was like, oh, shit, people are going to miss flights and stuff. And it's like, can't have that. So now I cave in. It's like, what? Like, how is that fucking going to sway you? It's
Everybody was ready to cave in way before Trump was. This was all about, like... Somebody had a conversation with Trump that finally got through to him, and it was probably about that. It was like, look, business is going to stop. Flights are going to stop, and they're all going to blame you. You want that, Mr. Trump? No. Let's make a deal.
No, I don't like it.
Reopen it.
Look, Trump's already talking about
Shutdown 2.0. Yeah.
Well, no, he's not. I don't even think he's going to go with that.
The national emergency.
He's going to do the national emergency thing. He's going to say there's a national emergency at the southern border.
He's going to lose in court.
He's going to lose in court. But you know what?
But he'll build a bunch of it probably.
Even if he wins in court, it actually is going to fucking bite Republicans in the ass ultimately, because I was watching a Secular Talk, Kyle Klinsky, the other day, and he was basically saying on his show, even if this does happen, it's going to establish a precedent where the next time you get a liberal in office, they can just be like, healthcare in this country is a national emergency. Look at all these people dying. We got to fund it.
Oh yeah, dude. This like Trump. I think Trump is going to be smacked down on this, dude.
I don't think. I think
it's too dangerous a precedent.
Yeah, it's going to give the president way too much power. It's going to give them the power to basically subvert congressional authority anytime they can construe an emergency. So there's no way it's going to fucking happen. If it does, you're basically the president basically becomes king.
Well, this is all an extension of like Bush's use of emergency powers to just start military action unilaterally in Iraq. And now we're starting to see how it's come home to roost. How this idea that the president
power has been consolidated more and more in the executive branch in our lifetimes.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
The position of president, people still to this day are like, it's kind of symbolic. They don't really have that much power. They do. They have a lot of power, and they're getting more. Our presidents are becoming more and more powerful, not less.
I mean, Trump shut the government down, dude.
Yeah, to throw a tantrum about a promise that he probably never intended. It's just a talking point that got out of hand about this wall.
Then he sees Ann Coulter going like, you lied, and he's all like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and by the way, even with all the shit he did, shutting down the government for 35 days, Ann Coulter is still like, you pussy.
You're a pussy,
You're a bitch. But he's just going to do the emergency funding thing.
There's a bunch of petulant little fucking Republicans out there. But you know what? Then when he does that, when it's like dictator Trump, they're going to be like, yay, built the worthless wall. They've already established the wall will not work. And by every fucking standard, every metric, how's this wall going to work?
Let me ask you a question, Scotty.
Okay, go ahead.
You live in a house?
Yes.
Do you want people coming in your house?
Generally, no.
What do you have around your house? What did your house have walls, Scotty?
Yes.
Is it to keep people out? That's
Yes.
right. Yep.
Yeah,
Does it work? You got
but it's
Mexicans
also-
coming in your house, Scotty? You got a bunch of Mexicans pouring in your house, bitch?
It's also for a number of other reasons. Like
No, I don't think
live,
so. I don't think so, Scotty.
Like I want to live in a
think so. You're a liar.
climate-controlled environment.
Dude, one of the things I hear a lot.
One of the things you hear a lot.
Yeah, dude,
From who?
beyond that, I do hear that a lot.
You hear that a lot. I know
You hear that every day and
I
every
hear
night,
that all the
constantly.
time. I've heard Ann Coulter herself has talked about like, well, if you want to, you want proof that like a wall works, look at like Jerusalem. And it's just
Fascist
like,
state.
well, not only that, let's just go with it because it did work there. Like it worked. It stopped, suicide bombers from getting into the heart of Jerusalem.
But they still fire rockets over it and shit.
Since when is a nation the size of America comparable to a city? Yeah. Walls work
It's basically a city-state. I mean, like
on a
Israel's-
city level.
Israel's a very small nation. It's one of the tiniest countries.
Let's
in
be
the
real.
world.
The bigger a wall gets, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Maginot Line.
Well, here's
Remember that shit, Scotty?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The Israeli wall you're talking about is a lot different than how, like, look, because on the Israeli fucking wall, they will shoot and kill you.
Yeah.
On our southern border, it's very unlikely they're just going to shoot and kill you. Like, if you want to stop illegal immigration like that, then you don't need a fucking wall. Just put a bunch of thugs with guns and just say, kill whatever crosses here. And guess what? Ain't no one gonna fucking cross.
Yeah, that probably would be more effective than a wall.
If you really want to stop this shit, that's the only fucking way. Because look, people are so desperate. If it's like death here or death there, you have to have people caught in a fucking crossfire. Go to your shithole country and be killed, or come to America and be killed. That's if you want them to stay.
That should be the name of the federal agency, dude. Thugs with guns.
The thugs with
and
guns.
the gun should have a Z at the end of it instead of an S.
Guns.
So they can so it can be TGZ, dude.
Yeah.
Or TWZ.
They the Maginot
What?
Line thing was basically they put
In
a bunch
France.
of guns along a border and
Protect them from the invasion of Germany.
We're gonna stop the Germans, and the Germans just went right around it. They're just like, well, we ain't gonna go through there. Obviously, there's a fucking barricade. We're just gonna go around this
Dude,
way.
We need to just
So this is gonna be
expand
the
upon
same
it.
fucking thing.
We just need to
We just
make
need
the
a
biggest,
wall around the
Yes.
entirety of America.
enough people to literally cover the entire border of America all the way around, spaced out only enough to reach out and touch the guy next to him.